Hi guys, I'm trainer Amy Jo with Athlean-XX for Women, and today we're going to talk about meal prep. It's complicated, but I'm going to keep it simple. All right, let's do it. Okay, so the very first step that I'm going to tell you about meal prep is you have to pick the time and the day. Put it on your calendar. Announce it, write it down. Sunday, 1 p.m., I am meal prepping. So you kind of have to set yourself up for success in scheduling the time out at the beginning. So this is the time I'm going to devote to prepping my meals, whether it's for 2 days, whether it's for the whole week, or I'm just gonna cook in bulk. That's the time that you need to set aside. So schedule that in, make it a priority. Then, if you have that in, you know you need to get to the store beforehand to, prep those meals. You're gonna need to purchase all of the items. So what I like to do is after I go to the store and I kind of think, okay, this is what I wanna have on my menu for the week. I wanna use chicken, I wanna use steak, I wanna use turkey, fish, shrimp, whatever it is. I make sure that I have enough utensils. So throughout the years, I have accumulated a lot of cups, a lot of half cups, a lot of different scales. This is probably my 6th scale that I've gone through in my time. One of the very first things that I did was run this underwater with my very first scale. And I guess that proves I'm a blonde, but it has batteries in it and it totally died on me. So I had to bury my scale number 1. So this is scale number 6. I got it from Amazon. It was literally $10 and it's like been the best one yet. It's like Amazon Basics. So I don't know if I can give them a plug, but I just did. So this has been with me almost a year now. That's a record. So I like to have a very good scale and measuring spoons. You cannot go without measuring spoons. If you're not measuring something, how can you measure your success if you're not measuring what you're putting into your body? So it's really important to say, okay, I'm gonna have a tablespoon of almond butter. It's leveled off, not a heaping. That's not a tablespoon, that's like a tablespoon and a half. So, measurements are important. It's finite. So make sure you have enough measuring devices and your scale. These are super convenient. They are reusable, BPA free, microwave safe. I got these from Amazon as well. These are awesome. I've got about 15 of them. And I like to literally just lay out, I've got 4, maybe 5, 6 going on. I'm prepping also for a husband who's on the same lifestyle that I am. So, I'm prepping for 2. And, my kids' foods, I kind of add in here and there with what we start with. So one of the things, too, I like to use with in meal prep are convenient things that you can just grab and go. So, yes, for lunch, basically breakfast and lunch every day, I'm prepping, but everything else in between are like my little 2 packs of hard-boiled eggs. So this is like a snack. And then I'll throw an apple with it. That required no prep for me. So it really keeps it simple when you can have a few meals in a day that are like that. It's a protein bar, it's a protein shake and some almonds, it's a string cheese, it's something simple where literally you don't have to think about it. It's a grab and go item. Some people need all of their meals like that, and that's okay. If you're a doctor or someone who is just on the phone all the time, or you just are so busy you can't literally sit down to eat a meal, then your meal prep is pretty simple. So I like to use these as one of my snacks. I also keep one almond butter. I actually keep this at my studio in my office. So I keep it in the fridge, and it's nice because then that's one less thing that I have to remind myself to bring every day. And I know I'm gonna have a tablespoon of this. Either I put it in Greek yogurt or I put it on a rice cake, but that's one less item that I have to think about. So if you can really minimize how much food prep that you have to do by already having it at your work, having it in your drawers, having the big bag of almonds in your drawers. If you're gonna count out 20 almonds every day, just leave it there. Then you don't have to prepare that in your meal prep. Then it minimizes all of the distractions. So that's what I like to do. I like to first kind of get that out of the way, then think about how am I preparing actually the meals that I'm going to sit down and take time to enjoy. So I like to use a lot of ground turkey. I feel like that is probably the easiest, most convenient, and that tastes good, that we can make taste good by adding seasonings and flavors to it. So I like to just skillet, put it in a big skillet, probably 3 to 4 packets of ground turkey, cook it all, and then this is the famous community, family, whatever you want to call it, picnic box here. We will put meats in here. So we have about like 5 different ones of these as well. But we will literally just pile in whatever that meat is for the week. And then we'll, take it and measure it. And this is even for dinner as well. We will measure it out, and then, you already have your meat prepared, because meat takes the longest. So meat, I would consider cooking a lot of it for the week. Carbohydrates and vegetables. Number one, they taste better when they're more fresh, and they're easier to prepare. Meat takes longer to prepare. So I would recommend using that, and that really helps on dinners. When you come home, you've already got half of your dinner already prepared and made. But lunches, going back to the lunches, I will definitely just divvy out. So it's just, okay, here's half cup of broccoli, here's 4 ounces of ground turkey and 4 ounces of sweet potato, and then that one's done. Same thing here, 1, 2, 3, and then same thing, that one's done. I'll usually do about 3 to 4 days for lunches, and then what I like to do is maybe that last day is use a protein bar or something a little bit more easy, usually on Friday, just for the fact that it's really hard to keep the food fresh. The other option that I have used before is put it in the freezer. So you can do that as well, and then grab it out Thursday night and set it in the fridge for Friday. The other thing that is big, huge, buy a large box of Ziploc baggies. That has really helped, because I'm also making lunches for my kids too. This one, you can never go wrong. So, worst case scenario, these are dirty too. You throw your asparagus, you throw your broccoli, you throw your ground turkey in a bag, and then you can bring even like a dish with you to heat it up with at work. So invest in a few good items that are really going to help you stay organized and develop a routine. You have to develop a customized routine that works for you. Everyone has different obstacles that you're facing throughout the day, but setting aside that time to prepare and meal prep is big. And then, as you go about your day, you don't feel flustered. It's one less thing to think about, making sure that you have your meals prepared. And your results are important, because if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of the ones that you love and that are around you. So take care of your health. Meal prep is very important, and you also save money for sure. So comment below, give us a thumbs up. Let us know what other things that you like to do, other pieces of advice, because there's so much more I know we could go in on meal prep. There's so many different strategies and tips and pieces of advice. Let us know what you like. Share it with the crowd here. We all could use some motivation and new tips. Thanks for joining me. I'm Amy Jo. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.